So guys, tomorrow is April, today's March 31st, and we all know that last year, April, we got some TDU SC news, which was pretty hype, and obviously, tomorrow being April, it's going to be pretty interesting to see if we get anything within the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed, because I'm really hoping to get some TDU SC news, but time will have to tell. So in this video, I'm going over 5 reasons I'm super hyped for Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown, guys. We literally only have how many days left? 175 days left, guys, until September 22nd, 2022. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's go. So the first thing I'm pretty excited for in Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown is just, well, plain and simple, TDU features, guys. There has not been a game that's come out with the features that TDU has since TDU 2, which is insane. From houses to garages, dealerships, clothing stores, the casino, man, even be able to use your blinkers or even be able to roll down your windows. Guys, so much little stuff. Being able to look around your vehicle. You can't do that stuff in Forza Horizon 5, which, bro, it mind boggles me. But anyways, I cannot wait for those simple TDU features that made TDU, well, TDU. Now, of course, TDSC, we haven't gone confirmed a lot of stuff, which I'm sure in the coming months we're going to be getting a lot of information regarding the game, because there's a lot to come out, a lot for Nakon to talk about, a lot for KT to talk about. So with all that being said, I'm sure we're going to find out soon. Houses, again, I'm sure they're going to bring in dealerships, clothing stores, all that other type of stuff. I'm sure they're going to leave it in the game. It does make sense to pull out what made TDU TDU. So fingers crossed we get all that type of goodies in the game. I'm sure you guys can all agree with me. The only thing I don't see coming back to its full extent is the car wash, because we all know it's not very, what's the word I'm looking for? You guys know what you guys know what I'm gonna say. It's not exactly what you expect to see in the gaming industry today. It would be cool to have it, but let's be honest, we're not seeing anything like that. Maybe something like GTA is what we're gonna get, but yeah. So let's talk about the second thing that I'm super hyped for in Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown, and that is the map. Now, hold on, you're probably like, yo, Alex, the map's super pinch. It's 5 times smaller than Ibiza from TDU 2. That may be true, but it has more of a road network than Ibiza. So we're getting a super dense map with a super dense city, and it's not all city as well. It has beach areas, it has tunnels, and in fact, one of the craziest things I really hope KT added into the map, and I've actually personally sent a message to one of the devs to, yo, listen, everyone was voting for this on Reddit. Please, if you guys haven't added it in already, please add it, and that's a central Wanshi bypass tunnel. That tunnel is literally 4 kilometers long. It's the longest tunnel on the whole island, and in fact, it would be the longest tunnel in a racing game. I'm almost certain of that out right now. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure you guys can prove me wrong, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the longest tunnel in a racing game that's currently out in this generation. And on top of that, you got crazy sightseeing places around the map, and fingers crossed we do get houses, because some of those views along Hong Kong Island will be crazy. Imagine having an apartment where your window outlooks Victoria Peak. Bro, come on, it just makes sense. So KT, I'm sure they're gonna add that in, but yeah. I mean, the road network alone, guys, you also have the coastal highway in this island. You got, like I said, country area, you got the city area, you got outskirts, you got mountains, you got off-roading that I'm sure they're gonna add as well. It's insane what they could do with the potential of this map. So can't wait. I really hope KT go the super accurate way, since this island is a lot smaller compared to the other ones. But yeah, time will tell, and I cannot wait. That is literally the most exciting part I have, is the map. I can't wait to see the gameplay of it. But now let's go over the third thing I'm most excited for, and that's physics. Simply because the last test drive game we got, yo, let's be honest, the physics were pretty bad. You couldn't drive, you couldn't drift, you couldn't do a lot of things that you normally thought you would be able to. And of course, I'm so happy that we have KT working on this game, and as I'm sure you guys already know, I'm a huge WRC fan, and I've been playing the past couple of WRCs from Kiloton, and with that being said, WRC 10, the force feedback already is crazy, but the physics, especially the asphalt physics, bro, they are perfect. And as you guys can see on the screen, you can do a ton of stuff in this game. Drifting, you guys can see me racing around. This Porsche, granted, you can't just drive this Porsche in WC10 like I am right now. You have to tune it, you have to lower the suspension, make it a little bit more firm, add some camber, reduce the anti-roll bars, and you get this crazy car that you would have thought is probably going to be in Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown. But yeah, The physics in this game are incredible, and I'm only sure that Kiloton are gonna nail the physics in this game as well. In fact, physics is the least of my worries for this game. I have zero worries about it, because I'm sure Kiloton already know, especially since we have the previous creative director from TDU1 and TDU2. He knows what went wrong with the game. He knows what he has to do. So listen, we're in for one hell of a ride, guys. Now let's go over the fourth thing I'm pretty hyped for in Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown. I should probably just start saying TDUSC. I think that's getting a bit repetitive. But that's the car list, and let me tell you why. Now the thing is, you have games like Gran Turismo 7 and Forza Horizon 5 with over 400 cars in their game. Now, I highly doubt Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown is gonna have that much. It might actually have, I'd want to say, northwards of 150 cars in the game at launch, provided we get DLC going along the way, and maybe we can get up to 200. But don't ever expect a car list like Forza Horizon 5. I'm sure it's just not gonna happen. But you don't need a huge car list to have a good game. You actually don't need any of that. But the most exciting thing that I'm happy for, the fact that this game is coming out in 2022, means we're gonna get a lot more newer cars compared to other games. For example, you have the new Nissan Proto Z, you have the new McLaren Amira. So many cars that have come out in the recent years. GT7 and Forza Horizon 5 and the Crew 2 don't actually have them. So this is a chance for KT to come up with a brand new list of cars. For example, the new Audis. Come on, the design of the new Audis are insane, and hopefully that's something that KT add into the game, man. There's so many vehicles that I really do hope makes it into the game, and I'm really hoping not only do they add these newer vehicles and supercars and all that, please KT, do not neglect the classic cars. Fingers crossed they still have that in the game. I wouldn't be too worried. I'm sure we're gonna have classic cars, but yeah. Now another key thing to the Test Drive Unlimited franchise is the fact that they always had vehicles that were not available or widely available in any other game. For example, Test Drive Unlimited 2, I believe, had over 10 cars that were not present in any single game, such as the Ferrari China Edition. That, for example, you'll only find it in TDU2. The same thing also goes on to follow in Test Drive Unlimited 1 as well. Now for TDSC, one of the cars which I teased back in the video before, someone modeled this car for KT, and it was one of the Lycan's new vehicles. Now with that being said, this vehicle is not in any other single open world racer. In fact, the nearest console or PC game that it's on is Gear Club, and Gear Club, as you all know, is made by Eden Games. So the fact is, we might be getting these exclusive cars in the game. KT, I really hope you guys actually strive for that. Give us exclusive cars that we won't see in any of the game. That's what made TDU unique. That's what made our experiences unique. So hopefully we see that again on this car list. And I'm sure, honestly, there's a high chance we might actually see that. Now let's go over my fifth and most hyped thing about TDUSC, and that's the places we can visit. Now, you already know nightclubs were confirmed to us. Not only that, casinos and rooftops, but we know jack about them. And I'm sure the KT and Akon are going to explain that later down the road. But hey, nightclubs, I already told you guys, especially in my previous TDU2 videos, nightclubs was a cancelled feature in Test Drive Unlimited 2. So it's very nice to see them playing that back. What activities we can do in there, other than dancing and drinking, I'm not too certain. But casinos, come on. We all know the casino was our favorite part in TD2. Poker, roulette, and slot machines. Maybe we'll have more casino game modes compared to last time. Maybe they'll throw in blackjack, or maybe they'll throw in more slot machines. Who really knows? But yeah, pretty excited for that part. And rooftops, like I said, I only assume a social hangout. Maybe there's a car garage we could park up on this rooftop. A social meet spot? Why did that just pop in my head? Imagine 8 of your friends on the rooftop with all of your cars on the rooftop. Yo, see, even just thinking about this gets me hyped. But another thing to note is that they actually mentioned on the website plural for casinos, nightclubs, and rooftops. So it looks like we might actually be getting more than this. And the fact that KT, if they can jam pack this map with a ton of activities to do, we may never get bored of this game despite the map being small. I know a lot of you guys are disappointed about the map being small, but in all honesty, trust me, give it a try and I'm sure you might actually enjoy it. Granted, you have to wait for gameplay, which I'm sure is going to come in the summer, guys, so stay tuned for that. Most likely Nakon Connect is my best guess. If we get that before, I'm all for it. Other than that, you guys already know what it is. I'm Alex7, and I'll see you in another Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown video. Hopefully, again, fingers crossed, April. That's when we should be getting some news, which is next month. Late April, early May. That's my personal guess. If it happens, it happens. Just say, you know, unlike my Tenerife guess, here it was. You guys already know what it is. Like I said, I'm out. Peace.